Monsties, can you hear that? That is the sound of history being rewritten in real time. Imagine just yesterday we were all buzzing about her highly anticipated debut, and now the entire world is seemingly bowing down at the feet of YG Entertainment's newest ace. Are you ready? Because what just happened on China's largest social media platform, Weibo, is absolutely beyond comprehension. We are not just talking about numbers here. We are talking about a total takeover. We are talking about queen energy radiating before the group has even hit its first anniversary. There is one specific name making every single netizen in China tremble right now. Who is the figure who managed to gather hundreds of thousands of followers in the blink of an eye and break records that even some veterans find difficult to reach? That is right, it is Ahyeon. Wait, do not blink yet, because the statistics we are about to reveal will leave you absolutely stunned. We are talking about millions, no billions of views. Is Ahyeon the most influential fifth-generation K-pop idol today? Is she truly the next it girl who will rule the global market? Stay right here, because we're breaking down every single detail of this insane achievement. Do not miss out, because this trend is moving faster than Ahyeon's high note in sheesh. Alright, K-pop fans, let us talk data, but let us keep it far from boring. Recently, the Weibo Supertalk community, the ultimate gathering place for hardcore fans in China, absolutely exploded, and the center of that explosion was none other than BABYMONSTER's Ahyeon. Listen to this. Ahyeon's Weibo Supertalk has officially surpassed the 300,000 follower mark. Yes, you heard that right. 300,000 people are actively worshiping her every move. But that's not even the craziest part. What has netizens and industry insiders reeling is the number of posts, which has reached 419,000, and a total view count that has crossed the fantastic milestone of 1.92 billion reads. Can you even wrap your head around that? 1.92 billion. That's nearly a quarter of the world's population looking at content about Ahyeon on Weibo. This achievement automatically crowns Ahyeon as the most followed fifth-generation female idol on the platform. This is not just beginner's luck. This is concrete proof that Ahyeon's fanbase in China is not just big, it's massive and incredibly loyal. They call themselves butterfly bringers, and they are truly bringing a storm to the music industry. Why does this matter? Because China is one of the largest and most difficult music markets to penetrate. If an idol holds the reins on Weibo, it means they have already won half of the global popularity battle. Ahyeon did not just knock on the door, she kicked it down with pure visual power and talent. Now, let's get into the tea. Why exactly is the Chinese public so obsessed with Ahyeon? If we look at X or forums like Pan and Weibo, netizens always say that Ahyeon possesses main vocal vibes combined with a non-negotiable visual center. Some say she has a charisma reminiscent of Blackpink's Jennie, but with her own unique, fresh, and energetic twist. In the eyes of Chinese fans, Ahyeon is considered to have an expensive face, the kind of visual highly coveted by luxury brands and high-end fashion magazines. But hey, let's not just talk about a pretty face. We know Ahyeon is the full package. Since her introduction videos, the public has been gasping at her stable vocal ability and her swag-heavy rap. In China, they highly value an all-rounder. They don't want an idol who can only dance or only sing. They want the complete package. And Ahyeon is the answer to the prayers of K-pop fans there. Just look at the interaction on Supertalk. In just 1 week, there were thousands of new interactions and hundreds of new fans joining every single day. The check-in numbers reaching over 6,000 in a single day show that her fans are not just bot accounts, they are real humans dedicating their time to support her. Is this the start of a new era? An era where BABYMONSTER, led by Ahyeon's magnetic pull, will dominate charts across Asia? Many netizens are starting to speculate that Ahyeon will be the next luxury brand ambassador very soon. Imagine Ahyeon at Paris Fashion Week. The internet would literally break. We have to be honest here. Competition in the 5th generation is incredibly fierce. We have great groups from other major agencies. However, what Ahyeon is doing on Weibo is a total power move, becoming the most followed 5th generation female idol on the world's most difficult platform is an elegant declaration of dominance. The butterfly bringers are truly showing their strength. That 1.92 billion read count is no joke. For comparison, many senior idols took years to reach those kinds of numbers. Ahyeon did it in a very short amount of time since she officially re-debuted with her group in April 2024. This also has a massive impact on BABYMONSTER as a whole. With Ahyeon having such a strong mass base in China, their physical album sales are predicted to skyrocket. We all know the sheer buying power of Chinese fan bases. They can purchase hundreds of thousands of album copies for just one single idol. International forum netizens are calling this the Ahyeon effect. Everything she touches turns to gold. From her viral facial expressions on stage to the way she holds a microphone, everything becomes a trending topic. But of course, with great popularity comes great expectation. Many are wondering if she can maintain this momentum. Well, looking at the dedication of her fans and those 420,000 posts, it seems this support won't be fading anytime soon. In fact, this is just the beginning of a massive storm heading our way. There is really no end to the discussion when it comes to Ahyeon's success. From Chuncheon to the world stage, this girl born in 2007 is truly proving that age is just a number when you have talent and extraordinary charisma. So, what do you think? Do you agree that Ahyeon is the ultimate it girl for the 5th generation right now? Or do you think there is another idol who will overtake this phenomenal record on Weibo? Write your thoughts in the comments below. We really want to know what the Monsties and K-pop fans out there are thinking. Are you one of the 300,000 followers on Weibo? Tell us the moment you first fell in love with Ahyeon. Don't forget to like this video if you're proud of Ahyeon's achievement, share it with your fellow K-pop fans so they stay updated, and most importantly, subscribe and turn on those notifications. Why? Because we'll keep updating you on the hottest, most dramatic, and most exclusive news in the K-pop world just for you. Keep shining, Ahyeon. Keep shining, Butterfly. See you in the next video and stay being an amazing fan.
Building on that incredible momentum, we have to talk about the sheer logistical significance of the 1.92 billion reads milestone. To put that in perspective for those who might not spend every waking hour on Chinese social media, Weibo operates on a scale that is almost difficult to grasp. When a hashtag or a Supertalk topic hits the billion mark, it moves beyond a niche fandom interest and enters the realm of mainstream cultural consciousness. Ahyeon is no longer just a name known by K-pop enthusiasts. She is becoming a household name among the general public in one of the world's most populous nations. This level of exposure is exactly what WG Entertainment has been masterfully cultivating since the early days of their teasers. They knew they had a diamond in the rough, and now that diamond is reflecting light across the entire Asian continent. The transition from a trainee with high expectations to a record-breaking superstar happened almost overnight, but the roots of this success are found in the intense digital engagement we see in the Supertalk data. If you look closely at the statistics, the interaction rate is what truly sets Ahyeon apart from her peers. It is one thing to have followers who simply click a button and forget, but it is another thing entirely to have a community that generates over 2,210 interactions and thousands of check-ins in a single day. This indicates a high-velocity fandom. These are fans who are creating fan art, editing high-definition performance videos, and translating her interviews into multiple Chinese dialects. This is a grassroots movement that is fueled by Ahyeon's undeniable stage presence. Every time she steps onto a music show stage, her fan cams are immediately ripped, uploaded to Weibo, and analyzed frame by thousands of admirers. Moreover, the timing of this surge is particularly fascinating. Reaching 300,000 followers and nearly 2 billion reads in the same window as the group's debut activities shows that the Chinese market was starved for a new icon. They were waiting for someone who embodied the classic WG charisma but brought a Gen Z sensibility to the table. Ahyeon's ability to switch from a fierce, powerful rapper on stage to a sweet, relatable teenager in her vlogs has created a dual image that is incredibly marketable. In marketing terms, she has a high conversion rate. People come for the visuals, but stay for the personality and the raw talent. This is the secret sauce that has allowed her to bypass the usual slow growth trajectory that most rookies face. She skipped the line and went straight to the top of the leaderboard. This dominance also places a massive spotlight on her future solo potential. While she is a vital pillar of BABYMONSTER, the data suggests that she has the individual star power to carry entire brand campaigns on her own shoulders. We are already seeing the early signs of sold-out power. If Ahyeon is spotted wearing a specific accessory or using a certain makeup brand in a Weibo post, those items often see a massive spike in interest across Chinese e-commerce platforms like Taobao and Tmall. This is the Ahyeon effect in its most tangible form. It is the kind of influence that luxury fashion houses dream of. They aren't just looking for someone with a large following. They are looking for someone whose fans are willing to invest their time and money into anything the idol touches. As we look toward the rest of the year, the question on everyone's mind is how much higher these numbers can go. If she can hit nearly 2 billion reads while the group is still in its infancy, where will she be after a world tour or a second comeback? The trajectory is pointing toward the stars. We are likely witnessing the birth of a legend who will define the fifth generation. Other agencies are surely watching this data with a mix of respect and concern, as Ahyeon has set the bar incredibly high for what a successful Chinese debut looks like. She hasn't just joined the conversation, she has become the conversation. Every post, every like, and every new follower is a brick in the fortress of her growing empire. So, to all the butterfly bringers out there who are constantly refreshing the Supertalk page and checking in every day, you are a part of something historic. You are proving that the bond between an idol and her fans can transcend borders and languages. Ahyeon is clearly feeling that love, and it is reflected in the confidence she shows in every performance. This synergy is what makes the K-pop industry so electric. As the posts continue to climb toward the 500,000 mark and the reads head toward the 3 billion milestone, remember that you saw it here first. The era of Ahyeon is not just coming, it is already here, and it is more powerful than any of us could have imagined.